Hi guys, this is Pastor Becca, and thank you so much for joining me for our online camp schedule review. This hopefully is giving you guys a little more free time with your family on the weekends, and you can just take 10 minutes at a time to watch these YouTube videos that explain our camp schedules. So real fast, I'll dive into Saturday, but I wanted to just share first, when you watch this video and you're kind of picturing Saturday and what it's going to be like, it's our only full day at camp. And so if there's one big thought or idea that you take away from this video, it's just to keep your eyes on Jesus and let his love flow out of you. And letting God's love flow out of you to the kids is really just the most important thing that we do, more important than the schedule, more important than the games. And it's going to be their biggest takeaway is how they felt loved at camp. So just be picturing, as I'm talking through the schedule, you loving kids as Jesus would want to love them. So Saturday morning we'll start by waking up at 7:15 in the morning. Because it's first through fifth grade camp, it's very different than high school or middle school camp, and sometimes the kids wake up way earlier than that, and you can just let them know they have to stay in the cabin and they can't go out and cause trouble, but hopefully they let you sleep in till at least 7:15. We'll see. Then after everyone gets ready, make sure all the kids pack their money for breakfast. So their money that they brought to pay for horses or the climbing tower, this is their chance when they would pay to do those things. And it happens right after breakfast. There's a long line, first come, first serve. And if they don't get a time that works with our camp schedule, then they miss the chance to do the climbing tower or horses. So having their money there and ready first thing is really important. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock in the dining hall. And then right after breakfast, you pay at guest services, and they can sign up for any time during our free time, which is from 12:30 to about 2:30 to do horses or the climbing tower. After breakfast, the kids will join me in the field for what I call wiggle prayers, and that's a chance to worship as we move our bodies. It's kind of exercise, kind of yoga, kind of running, but also a lot of prayer and worship mixed in there. And we did, like Simon says, exercise with the kids Wednesday night, and they afterwards, when we did kind of some breath prayers and then just focusing in on Jesus, they had such a profound time of worship. It was really moving, and I think this is going to be a great time of wiggle prayers at camp too. After I lead wiggle prayers, Amy Williams is bringing some really thoughtful and fun crafts for us, for the kids. That'll be from 9:15 to 10. And we have some good tents set up with tables and chairs outside, and so we can just kind of enjoy a large workspace to hang out in and have fun. I'll have a portable sound system so we can listen to music, and all our kids really love crafts, so it'll be a fun time to get to do that. Then I'm having Spencer lead us in our game Mission Impossible. He's gone through the Cathedral Kids program and is coming back as a camp counselor, which I'm really excited about. So since Spencer, you're familiar with most of the games, I have you leading quite a few games at camp this year, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to ask you to bring a black marker, like a magic marker like we use that can wash off, and the 3 color markers like blue, green, purple, whatever other 3 colors you want. And you'll lead the game, and we can decide together what boundaries seem good, but we'll probably end up playing Mission Impossible in the woods, which will be really fun with the kids. If you don't know that game, Spencer will explain it to you guys, but it's kind of like hide and go seek with strategy involved, and it's really fun. So you'll enjoy learning this game from Spencer. Then we will do free time from 11 to 12, where the kids will get just a little bit of downtime to go check out the gift store, or have squirt gun fights, or do more crafts that they didn't get a chance to finish up. And it's most important that we know where our kids are at all time. They're allowed to go off in groups of 3 or more, but we need to know where they are. And if there's anything in your gut that says, I should go with them, go ahead and follow your gut and make sure they're safe at all times. But it's a pretty safe campground, and it kind of depends on the kid and group of kids of how you feel about having them walk to the gift store and then come right back, and just making sure their expectations are really clear. If they're ever going off in a group alone, they know what time to get back, they have a way to tell time, some of those things. And this free time from 11 to 12 is also a good time to have all the kids straighten up their cabin because it can get very cluttered very quickly, and that's a good opportunity for that. 12 o'clock will be lunchtime. Then from 12:30 to 2:30 is our free time where we get to go horseback riding or do the climbing tower. We'll have a movie playing in the lobby for kids who just need some downtime, and more crafts available for the kids as well. We'll probably put out some snacks and encourage them to eat healthy food and drink water, especially if it's hot. When the kids eat just candy and chips and pretzels all weekend, they start getting really crabby towards the end and just don't feel their best. So we encourage health in every aspect of our lives, and it's okay. We'll have s'mores in the evening and have some fun stuff too, but just keeping an eye that the kids aren't going crazy with snacks. We'll try and ration out how much we put out during free time. At 2:30, we'll start to gather everyone to head down to the canoes. Our canoe time is from 3 to 4, but it's a little bit of a drive down there, and then you have to walk a ways. So since we only get an hour of canoeing, I like us to leave a half hour early to make sure that we're not late to the canoe time. Then we'll get back from canoes around 4:30, and the kids will have from 4:30 to 5:30 to kind of rest or shower. And again, you'll want to know where your kids are. And I'm going to ask the leaders at some point on Saturday, and this is one of those times where they could do it. Ask them at some point on Saturday to work on their cabin awards. And that's when you will write out on an award that I print for you, your own made up award, like the kindness award or the most fun award, or whatever you want to come up with for the kid to affirm them and encourage them, something you've seen in them at camp that would be an encouragement for them to hear. We'll award those on Sunday, so you'll need to make them on Saturday and be kind of watching the kids, what their strengths and weaknesses are. And you're not going to point out their weaknesses, but get a chance to encourage them, through our award time. Then after that little bit of free time, we're going to head to dinner at 5:30, and that'll be again in the main building. And then afterwards, I'm asking Elliot to lead some pranking. Now, this is 1st through 5th grade style pranking, which means it's all hype, very little action, and it's just about silliness and having fun. The kids enjoy planning the pranks far more than executing them, and we still ask that you don't damage other people's property, no boys in the girls' cabins, and vice versa. Basically, there's a lot of running around and screaming and speculating that someone else might be trying to prank you. But if you guys want to bring silly string or like snake in a can or fake poop or any of those pranks that you find, feel free to bring them and enjoy just kind of silly running around thinking of ways to prank the other cabin. You know, you could TP the outside of their cabin or write the word poop on their window with a window marker, whatever you want to come up with for pranks. Elliot will lead that time, and he'll kind of help make sure no one's feelings get hurt, but that it's still fun, and just basically being a hype man for shenanigans. From 7 to 8, the shenanigans will possibly increase with Caleb leading our squirt gun war. And during the squirt gun war, Jordan will be starting the fire for our campfire time. And squirt gun war, you can kind of take any way of doing it that you want to do. The more you get involved and play, the better. It may just be an hour of running around with squirt guns and you chasing the kids and letting them spray you. Or it could be setting up squirt gun games, like who can squirt the farthest or who's the most accurate. However you want to take that time is fine. Basically, particularly the little boys and a few of the little girls love to just run around and spray people, and this is just their love language of play. So we'll get a chance to let them enjoy their camp silliness time. After the squirt gun war, everyone will get cleaned up and dried off, and worship and the message will start at 8 o'clock. And Elliot will lead us in a few more silly songs for the kids to enjoy, and then some more heartfelt ones that are just kind of a chance to focus our hearts on Jesus. And then I get to tell the kids what it means that Jesus came to this earth and died for them on the cross, And for many of them, it's their first time hearing this story and the first opportunity that they have to commit their lives to Jesus Christ. This is when I committed my life to Christ. It was at this camp in 3rd grade, so it's really close to my heart. And you can be praying really hard for this campfire time that the kids would take it seriously and really listen to God's voice through it. And around this worship and campfire time, we'll also do s'mores. And then from 9 to 11, we'll put on a movie. Some of the kids will go to bed early. Just make sure you're never one-on-one with a kid. Some of them will be so exhausted from all the running and play, and that's okay. But we'll try to have multiple kids and multiple adults in the cabin if they need to go to bed early. But we'll need most of our leaders to stay up and be there till the movie goes out. All of us would prefer to sleep usually, but we'll try to make sure all the kids are safe and attended to until 11 o'clock. Then it'll be lights out. So thanks for staying tuned in to our Saturday schedule. If you have any questions, please call, text, email me. I'd love to answer them. And thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye-bye.